You had a very successful campaign. You were a very tough opponent for Hillary Clinton. And you said, I think in one of the earliest, if not the first, exchanges between the two of you, this may not be good politics, but I don't care about your damn emails. The American people don't care about your damn emails. What happened is you did not bring it up. Trump then did bring it up, brought it up a lot, hammered her about it relentlessly, and it turned out there were a lot of people, voters in the country, that did care about those emails. Do you wish now that you had made that more of an issue in your campaign?
No. What I said when I said that was that I think it is imperative that we focus on the real issues facing the American people.
Right.
Why are we the only major country on earth that doesn't guarantee health care to all people, paid family and medical leave? Is it acceptable that we have so much income and wealth inequality? What are we going to do about climate change? What are we going to do about immigration reform or criminal justice reform? There are real issues that impact tens and tens of millions of people. Those are the issues that we need to discuss, we need to resolve.
Right. But it must be somewhat bitter to then watch, after you were out of the contest, this other person make it about everything else, really hammer this issue that you thought was silly and get a lot of traction on it.
Well, Conan, I think that has more to do with the media, frankly, than it does with Donald Trump. All right, what democracy is about is placing the important issues on the table and discussing them, right? You may disagree with me, so what? That's democracy. What media loved was the fact that Trump would say one absurd thing after another, ugly things about people that we've never heard before from a presidential candidate. You know what? That was great TV. That was great TV. CNN's ratings went way up. I think the American people have got to demand more out of media. The American people have got to demand that media talk about the issues that impact our lives. Can you get by on $10 an hour, or do you have to raise the minimum wage? Why is it that half of the elderly people in this country are living on income so low that they have nothing saved for retirement, et cetera, et cetera? We have got some real crises in this country. We got to talk about them.
You had said... You had said, I believe this happened to you. You were being covered. I don't want to say the wrong newspaper, but I think it may have been the New York Times, but they were writing a story about you. They were covering your campaign, and while you were being driven, you got a speeding ticket.
Right.
Your driver, whoever was driving you, was driving too fast, got a speeding ticket, and that the whole story became about the speeding ticket rather than the issues. And to you, that was kind of a revelatory moment.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what it's about. If something stupid and personal happens, that becomes the story. I mean, turn on network news tonight and watch it for the next year. See how much coverage there is about climate change, which is threatening the existence of the entire planet. Watch television for till the cows come home, as we say in Vermont. And you'll hear very little discussion about why we're the only major country on earth not to guarantee health care to all people, or why we pay the highest prices in the world for prescription drugs. Very little discussion about the fact that the top 1/10 of 1% owns as much wealth as the bottom 90%. Do you think those are issues we should be talking about? Yeah, the American people do. Network television does not. And the reason for that, Conan...
By the way, that is why I went to cable, and I want to make that clear.
But the reason for that, by the way, is not because these guys are dummies. There are real conflicts of interest in terms of who owns. I mean, we don't talk about it. Who owns the media? Well, half a dozen major conglomerates. Do they have vested interests that are in conflict with the public? Yeah, you're damn right they do.